So today Trump was speaking in Dimondale, Michigan, and he asked a question of African American voters. What the hell do you have to lose? And he elaborated that he believes Clinton and the Democratic Party take black votes for granted. And, you know, I've expressed multiple times my disagreements with him and, why I feel his policies aren't anything I would agree with nor advocate for. But I have to say, he hit the nail on the head with posing the question and giving some credence for that remark, because it is in my personal view that the Democratic Party of the last, I give it 40 years, really since the 1980s, sort of the 70s as well, um, hasn't done anything to better African Americans. And I will stick to that belief based on the continued arguments I hear in favor of that party. I've heard the argument that, oh, well, Obamacare, but again, that can easily be destroyed with the remark that it's for everybody. Specifically for, and I'm not saying that this should be a party that is just entirely for blacks, but once again, they're getting over 9 times out of 10 the black vote. And what is that? Why? Why should a minority, and I'm not saying you must now vote for the Republicans or Libertarians or the Green Party, but why should you vote for a party that over and over again does the exact same thing that you show to be disinterested in? I mean, you look at all of the cities where blacks are suffering: Milwaukee, Baltimore, Chicago, and what do they all have in common? A Democratic mayor. And I'm not trying to say Democrats ruin everything, but correlations of that nature do not exist for the sole purpose of just being similar. That correlation is there because it shows that members of this party in all these different cities and all these different states all know one fundamental thing. They do not have to appeal to blacks. They will get your vote anyway. They will secure your ballot and it will be directed in their favor no matter what. Now, I've personally chosen to, not undergo. I will not in any way support Clinton based on that premise, and also not Trump, coincidentally. But it's a very good question on his part, and I think if the management of his campaign at this point continues to push this narrative of let's have people actually get benefited as opposed to taking their vote for granted like Clinton does with the blacks, I think he definitely has a chance to sort of rise up in these last few months of the election cycle. And it's just so surprising seeing him acknowledge African Americans in a way that I agreed with after so long. Because there's a stereotype of him that I see among other African Americans over here, that he is someone who is racist, is misogynistic, whatever. And so I kind of just let all of it go out of one ear, not really believing it. But this is I think this pokes a hole in that narrative, because here he is acknowledging them as a whole, as and just making that pitch. Why support people who aren't going to do anything for you and take advantage of you? And he's correct with the "you have nothing to lose." Remember, Clinton campaigns on the fact that she is interested in Obama's third term or continuing his policies. You have enough African Americans living in poverty or just squalid conditions that should be able to recognize that if they have this type of disagreement with these policies right now, why would they want another 4 years of it? That's not to say, oh, vote for Trump no matter what, vote for Trump no matter what. But do not vote for a person that you believe will not cause change if that's what you want. I can't think of anyone saying, let's keep things the same. Keep things the same. No one has any banner about status quo, status quo, status quo. Because we know from experience, from living, however many years you've lived, that things don't or were not made, rather, to remain the same forever. You know, it's reflective in our electoral politics. We've had a Democrat president, a Republican before that, a Democrat before that, just kind of rotating back and forth because we're trying to change and see how things go in that time. But I digress. Thank you for watching and have a good day.